Attention. This video is a record of a live stream held at twitch.tv/Corvid_communications. If you want to actively participate in chat or otherwise interact, please follow us on Twitch, and follow us on other social media sites as well. Please enjoy the following content.
Oh, my theme's not on? Let me fix that real fast. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Corvid Communications Executive Stream. As always, I am Calvin Cawthorne, CEO of Corvid Communications Incorporated and your host. Let's see who all we have here that's confirmed this evening. Let's see. Roundish, welcome in. Melbourne, good to see you again. Loading delayed, also good to see you as always. So, I am going to be completely honest. I am so sorry that I forgot to post my weekly schedule yesterday. I meant to, I got caught up in another project, which I'm hoping to release this week, if all goes well. It is the song cover for Friends of the Other on the Other Side. I have the background track made. I was actually trying to get the recording done between me getting home from work and stream today. I actually skipped the gym for it, but I couldn't. It wasn't quite sounding how I wanted, so I've been working on some editing work for that to try and make the backtrack more in line with my vision. So I am sorry that it's taking so long, and I'm sorry if that means our early stream has a bit of stuff today, and I especially apologize for the fact that it means my schedule's not out. I will be releasing that probably today after stream. So, as for announcements, I will be playing Penumbra Black Plague this Friday. I hope everyone is looking forward to that. Although, if you are more averse to horror, although, of course, if you're a bit averse to horror and don't want to watch someone play horror games, I'm not sure why you're here, but... So, we're playing that Friday. Today, though, we are playing Shadows over Loathing, although I'm currently probably going to be focusing more on grinding experience in that game, because I keep getting my face kicked in by a bunch of stick figure people. Because apparently, you need to level up in this game. I hope everyone's having a good week. I actually started my week pretty well. I wound up working with my hands on the production floor of my work, which I find very gratifying because while normally I am a desk jockey because I work in administration, it really does help break up the monotony a little bit. Like, there's something about working with your hands to build something that feels nice. Anyway, I'm going to get to my game already. I just need to get a little bit of hookups real fast because I forgot to do that prior to starting stream. And I'm not even sure if it's really I forgot. It's more of a I ran out of time. Like, if you noticed me blipping during the earlier segments before I was really ready, that's why. That is why that was happening. Okay. So, what we're gonna do? We're gonna find some people to beat up. Gatorman Hamlet. Map of a swamp on Swiss cheese. Amphibious truck. You find the arm of a traveling salesman sticking out of the ground. Given the condition of the arm, it seems like the body it's attached to must have been down there for quite some time. The ring slips easily off of the arm's finger. The finger is both wet and withered with decay. One or the other would have sufficed. You got a snake tooth ring. The tooth is just a delivery mechanism. The venom is actually stored in the ring. When you apply poison, apply 3 extra. Give arm a proper bearing. Every time you try to dig, the hole immediately fills up with water. You decide to just use the shovel to press the arm down below the surface and call it a day. You know what? I don't blame him. Take the bus somewhere. Let's go to Ocean City. I feel like there is yet more to do here, considering there's a whole corner here that we haven't seen. Alright. Alright. A couple of black orbs, or holes, or whatever these bizarre shadow monsters are made of, are drifting towards you. You experiment with them a little bit, walking around behind them, moving erratically to see how closely they track you, trying to get them to collide with each other, and so on. But you really can't draw any conclusions from this. Also, they seem to be getting annoyed with all your fooling around, although you aren't sure how you know that. Oh look! We got shadow bonked. What the heck is Chthonian magma spider? That's new. Alright. Splatter everyone! Everyone gets a piece of the of the pie. Alright. Hymnal. Ignite! Be cleansed by flame! And now, splatter mulligan. And now, stabby stabby. Alright. What was this? Alphonse, speak the ancient tongue. Oh. I'll be honest, if there's one thing I kind of hate about my computer, it's that the keyboard doesn't have a frame around it. And the reason why that is frustrating is because, well... Oh, this fridge is plugged in. But basically... Yeah, there's no frame around the keyboard, so my cables for, like, my keyboards, for, like, my mic, my, bass tracker for phone and whatnot, it keeps getting stuck. It keeps getting stuck beneath the keys. Alright. With a sinister... You know, I kind of hate that my dog's going to my numpad right now, because that's also the main input for this game. Actually, let's see if I can fix that real fast. Where... Can I remap? Okay, dialogue, up, scroll up. There's no way for me to fix this, looks like. Well, I guess I just have to deal with it. Alright. Stilton Splatter. Deal 3 slays damage to 5 different enemies at random. This will not end your turn. Hocus Cherorocus. What is this? Hyper Striped Sniper Spider. Presto Roberto. Fondue Deluge. Burn. Burn. And stab the sniper. I don't know why. I just feel like he's going to be a problem. No. Hyper Striped Snipers. Where are you coming from? Got a bucket of chum. A chum bucket? Garen! We have a customer! I just realized they're playing Mary Had the Little Lamb down. Alright. Sewer. Climb down the manhole. Ooh! Reach inside. You stick your hand in the hole and grab the first thing your fingers brush against, and yank it back out. You got an item. Shadow Wine. The shadowy pocket vanishes with an otherworldly... Sorry, my lips weren't wet enough to make good ones. There we go. Alright. Can I kill you guys? This is the second drunken fisherman you've ever seen. Bartender nods. He holds up a bottle of some kind of greenish-brown liquid. You assume it's probably mostly kelp juice and sewer juice. Buy a slug of whatever it is. The bartender pours some liquid into a battered cocktail shaker and shakes it up with a handful of gravel, then pours it in an empty tin can. A rinsed-out tin can contained 3 fingers of liquid derived from stuff which works in sewers. Which sounds gross, but how bad could it really be, right? Neat. Set up a little casino. The game seems to consist of throwing a handful of pebbles and rusty nails on the table. It's both very simple and very vague. Watch for a while. The player next to you puts some fishman eggs on the table. The croupier picks up the pebbles and nails and hands them to the player, who shakes them up and scatters them across the table. The croupier squints at the scattered objects and ducks down to the level of the table to get a better view. Then he shakes his head and takes the player's eggs. Place a bet. I'm going to go again. Okay, I'll leave. I know, and I'm not won't. I was not trying to fish. Thank you, game. Got a handful of dirty water for my troubles. Talk to the earth. Splash some water on your face. Ah, that's better. You lose an effect. Original sandwich. Alright. Oh, the chop shop. Alphonse gets wild look in his eyes. Wilder than usual. I mean, and glares around as if searching for something. What's up?
Smell something. Smell tentacle.
Tentacle?
Kill tentacle. Eat tentacle. Go there.
I knew there was more to it. Oh dear. Either someone's pet kraken escaped, or someone opened a portal to the Waggle dimension. Ugh. Oh my. Oh wait. Hold on. This is the front door into that calamari factory, right? Enter. It seems like this house used to be quite nice. Tall ceilings, nice wallpaper, fancy moldings everywhere. Now, however, the wallpaper is peeling, the plaster is crumbling, and there's tentacles poking out of everywhere. It's a real fixer-upper. Hello? Anyone call for a tentacle exterminator? I don't think anyone called for a tentacle exterminator, but if you want to do some pro bono extermination anyway, I also don't think anyone's going to stop you. Well, except for maybe the tentacles. Let's go. This bathtub is filled with a fluid you'd rather not consider. I consider it fish. We got a glob. The sink has a cracked bowl and a grubby tap. Look at that! Somebody lost a ring in the drain. And fortunately, your fingers are just long enough to grab it. Grindstone ring. This ring makes you want to punch somebody in the hopes that doing so will make the ring less uncomfortable. You know what? I will do that currently just because I do need to get some XP. The toilet is old and damaged, but it appears to still be functional. Flush it. Hooray! That's the way. Nope, it's not the way. Oh, swell, a massive colony of roaches in the walls. This house is a real treat. The stove is remarkably clean on the outside. Check the inside. Ah, yes, all the filth is on the inside. That makes sense, I guess. The tentacles must have been in the mood for a snack. Give them an attack instead. Ouch. Rude. Alright. Stilton Splatter. Abracadabra. Fondue Deluge. Light 'em on fire. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. Poke him with the fork. One dead. Next tentacle nearly dead. And they're all dead. You slice them and dice them. You gain 5 XP, 21 meat, and a tentacle skin hatband. You're not entirely sure that the inside of a tentacle is any different from the outside, but if it is, this is some of the outside part. Add +1 spooky armor to a hat. There's exactly 1 drawer left intact. Do you want to try fishing here? Check it. I got a paperclip. And a match. Well, there was almost nothing here to begin with. There's nothing now. There's water here, and you have a fishing rod. Surely these things can be used together. You know what, game? You are correct. We got a fish. How was there a fish in the sink? A handful of clean water. Hey, boss, it's been a while. I have been well, White Wolf. How have you been? I hope you've been well. I'm currently playing Shadows over Loathing, and I've been a bit lax on posting the schedule this week just because I kind of got caught up in another project that I'm hoping to release later this week. This refrigerator almost certainly contains horrors beyond your reckoning. Give me the horrors. The horrors persist, but so do I. No horrors, just some very old food. You got an item. Nasty old leftovers. 3. You don't know what went into this bag, but you know what the only thing that's ever going to come out of it is a congealed mass of foul goo. Ugh. I have dealt with my share of rotten food. It's... 3 tentacles have erupted. I've been pretty good, just a hectic couple of days. Yeah, I get that. It's been kind of hectic for me too. Like, believe it or not, I spent all weekend working on that project. Like, both days, Saturday and Sunday. 3 tentacles have erupted from the floorboards. Interrupt the eruptors! Oh look, it's fighting. First off, rude, poisons my bird. Alright, Stilton Splatter, need some crowd control. Zim Zam Buddha. And now we light him on fire. And now we do it again. Alright, stab the poison shooter in the back because I feel like there's going to be problems if I don't. Alright, one's dead. That one not catch fire. Don't attack the one. Don't attack the one with the status effect. Alright, Alphonse, you know what to do. Fight! I hope you're hungry. 3 down. God knows how many to go. Excellent. Alright, the door is locked. Rickety stairs lead up to the 2nd floor. Go up. Surprisingly clean wardrobe. Check inside. We got a wire coat hanger. You're not sure why anyone would want to wear a coat made of wire, but whatever. Alright, even the 2nd story is infested with tentacles. I didn't know we were playing the 2nd story. What about the 1st? Alright. Alaka Monster! Fondue Deluge! Light 'em on fire. Chthonian Magma Spider. Stabby stab. Alright, that's one. Yes, attack the one with more health. Did it. And bite. We got meat. You can't even begin to guess what kind of furniture this was. Sure I can. Okay then, smarty pants. What do you think it was? It was a work table. Guess again. I think it was a lamp. Was it a couch? China cabinet. Was it a hot toot wheel? A bassinet. A clothes valet. Couch. A glider rocker. A chandelier. A piano bench. A table. A sofa bed. How about a footstool? An easel. A desk. It was an end table. How about a cot? A wastebasket. A hall tree. A patio chair. A trundle bed. A high chair. A couch. Desk. Window shades. Kitchen island. Console. A grandfather. A tuffet. A hutch. A patio chair. A bunk bed. Game table. A glider rocker. Ladderback chair. Sleeper sofa. Wing chair. One of these has to be correct. Shoji screen. Credenza! Park bench. A deck chair. Settee. Office chair. A pew. A brake front. A mirror. A bookcase. A headboard. A rocking chair. A mirror. A director's chair. A tea cart. A card table. Coffee table. Recliner. Room divider. I'm gonna keep going until it gives me something here. Ironing board. I think it was a glider. Give up. Guess I'm gonna keep guessing until it gives me something. Alright. The nightstand is mercifully tentacle free. You got an item, jewelry case, and a tentacle house key. A small jewelry box, which comes in handy if you need to move some jewelry from place to place and you don't want it to wear it on the trip. I'm guessing I needed to open this door. This door is barred from the outside. It bars anything like the rest of this house, though it won't take much to break it. Break it down! Okay, it was a little harder than expected. Go in! Mirror has, to your great surprise, avoided damage. Look into it. No, worry, grin, freak out. There we go. The termites have conspired to make it look like this wardrobe had one giant bite taken out of it instead of thousands of tiny ones. There's hardly anything left of whatever this was. The bed must have fallen victim to especially funky bedbugs. The nightstand is battered, but mostly intact. Always check the drawers. The bottom drawer is full of old horse track bedding forms, but the top one contains a wallet and a creepy locket, with the minimal amount of crud on them. The inscription reads, "Melinda, my love," but the picture is just a crude drawing of a single eye. Old leather wallet worn thin from years of being sat on. Maybe there's some meat left in it. Go down. And then unlock and head down the stairs. I feel like it's boss fight time. The cellar is way too dark for you to go any further. Yes, you have a flashlight, but you and I both know flashlights are only good for making dark places visible, not for making them any less scary. A fuse box. Investigate. All the fusings are missing. That explains the lights, I guess. Insert one. Oh. Oh, I see. Shelf of long expired cleaning products. This is the dirtiest room you've ever seen. Grab it anyway. You haven't actually seen them all, but you can't imagine a dirtier one than this. Holy dang, what is that thing? I don't know, but we're gonna wrestle it! What did it say? Rat tentacle thing. Okay? First things first, deal squeeze damage. And now, light y'all on fire. And now, group attack again. I have a feeling you particularly, Mr. Spider. Can I not hit the spider? I want to hit the spider. I guess I have no choice but to hit the rat thing. Oh, that's... Oh, no! Now there's less of us and more of them. Ouch. Alright, speak the black speech. There we go. Go with most of them. Next. Mind melt. That did absolutely nothing. Guess I'll stab again. Oh, that did it. You won. Those tentacles have wiggled their last wiggle, and the giant mutant rat probably in a better place now.
You can't talk.
Is that Alphonse? You got a knife sticking in.
Ah, not kill. Make stronger.
Were those guys even using knives? Alphonse's maximum HP increases by 5. Good. Alright, let's see. Ah, here's the problem. There's a hole in this bag of tentacles. Some of them must have fallen on the old dirt floor, and sprouted. Clean them up. You disposed of the bag and pick up the handful of remaining seeds. Alright. A washing machine needs to be washed and repaired and completely replaced. Yeah, that's typically how it goes. You plunge your hand into the foul water left inside the machine and find a pair of nasty old pants, referring to both their condition and their style. These jeans are twice as thick as regular jeans because of an extremely serious buildup of mildew. Step through the shadow rift. Piece of eye. Take it back. Piece of eye. Take it back. Piece of eye. Take it back. I am incomplete. Must complete eye. Piece of 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 eye. And there we go. It looks like we got shadow pants. Let's see. A throbbing ring of negative energy around a pair of dark shorts. Close it. With great effort, you manage to drag one side of the rift to the other with pliers and wrench the whole thing closed. Or pry, yes. Anything left for me to do here? Let's get her away from this place? Yes. Oh, can I get my character? Don't I have books I need to read as well? Let's see. Short stories of long winters. away. Damage per. Ooh. Ooh. Well, I'm getting sleaze damage, so that's good. How much can I put for skills? Alright, where else to go? Not gonna be at Dirk's house, nor is it gonna be at Hobo. Ah, Chop Shop. You turn the street corner and duck behind the mailbox, just in time to avoid being spotted by 3 tin Lizzies who are either squatting on a stoop or stooping on a squat. I'm bored. When was the last time we had a good rumble? For the love of God. Faded. Mhm. Mhm. Farewell, bot! Be gone with you. Alright, splatter. Animal. Line 'em up. Line 'em up. And now, get the rest of them. And I have a feeling you are going to deal a lot of damage if I don't. Fire, on fire. All that's left is the Welderman. Or Welder Lady, I suppose. One against some pretty rough customers. Box, nothing left in there besides residue. Old oil basket, welding bench. Thought you'd come back and take another swing at me, did ya? That's right, I did! Where are these spiders coming from? Hobo clover. Gerpow! Alright, guess we're doing the stilted spot first. And now, on fire! And now, do it again. I also know she could probably deal a lot more than that, so... There we go. I knew it. I freaking knew it. Oh, hey, and the spider killed the summon. My favorite. Speak the dark tongue, Alphonse. Bonk the queen. The queen. And now, mind melt. And fork stab. You won! A key falls out of Big Liz's pocket as one of her minions glumly drags her unconscious body away. Now that the Tin Lizzies know who they're messing with, you shouldn't have to worry about them anymore. You got an item, Chop Shed Key. It's the key to Big Liz's shed at the Chop Shop. Hopefully it's easier to use than it is to say. Chop Shop Shed Key, Chop Shop Shed Key, Chop Shop. Well, the Crescent Throne is yours now. You could drag it back to your room if you wanted. Okay, do that. Sit. Heavy as the head. +3 to ranged weapon attacks. Alright, back to the Chop Shop because we got a shed to open. We're gonna fight whatever's here. Glockenspiel. Wreck the China. And unleash the Fondue Deluge. My thought philosophy is get rid of all of the use all of the crowd control you can in these fights, because more often than not, numbers are your biggest disadvantage. Alright, speak the black tongue. And that dealt with them all. Wow, the goblins scamper away. One of them drops a piece of paper that appears to be made a map to their hideout. Whee! Now let's open that shed and see what's in there. Because I need to know what's in the shed. Alright. Old school blacksmithing. And this must be where they work on the really vintage cars. The car has not been noticeably chunked yet. Look inside. The doors are locked. Jimmy the lock. Why is Jimmy the term we use for, like, jiggling a lock to get it open? Like, why don't we Johnson the lock? Alright, battered toolbox. Got a crowbar. Huh, it's been converted into a shield. You got an item. Chopped off card. The poster says, antifreeze is delicious, but it's poison. Workbench covered in tools. Every day on this calendar just says, crimes! A bunch of repair manuals for cars you've never heard of. Except, one of those books is about weapons instead of cars. Welding and Wielding, Advanced Weapon Repair for Do-It-Yourself Defense by Tig Fluxcore. Teaches advanced weapon repair techniques. Tig's Fluxcore. Those are both welding methods. I actually know that. See if there's anything. You got Anarchist's Art. Wielding. Weapon repair. Fancy items. Nuclear bomb? Make another fancy. Speak. Let's see. Ice bomb. Combat item. Sleaze damage. Damage. Bench damage. Nothing. Alright, so what does that perk I got do? Let's see. And scab thing. Up. And who's not cold, but weapon durability. So you know enough about weapon repair, but not quite weapon durability. So is that just there because? Just because? That's hilarious. Alright. Oh. Getting a notification about... Are we still on? Are we still on? Okay. That's odd. Alright, so now we're going to the Glockenspiel place. Oh, I need to actually read the map, don't I? Check your books. Miscellaneous. Back, jewelry case, open it. Inside out weakness, junk mail. And entrance flour, meat, briefcase full of meat. Suspicion of that, annoying son. Musty ring. Uncrust. White offering. Tank count full of meat. West Glockenspiel flyer. It's an advertising flyer for a Glockenspiel store. Now I know where the Glockenspiel store is. Which means I can deal with the Glocken. You are unexpectedly surrounded by three Glocklins, menacingly playing their Glockenspiels at you, which is a real trick if you think about it. True, Glockenspiels are not the most menacing of instruments. Hey, what gives? This is a muggery. We insist that you to us. We insist on it that you to us all your meat gives. What? All of it? That's crazy. I guess that is little extreme. Have instead 10 meat. Nope, we're fighting. I need the experience. And I'm just gonna do the same thing I've been doing. Unleash the fire. And kill the back there spider first. Because it's gonna poison everybody if it can actually get a hit in. Which it did to the bird. Because they're rude like that. And shadow tongues. I got Glocken nose. Lachlan brought. And wow, you won. Let's hope you didn't accidentally teach them how to mug people more effectively. Well, gonna need to go in here. Wait. The sound actually changes. That's amazing. The Glocklin guards are still playing their menacing tune on their Glockenspiels. Ah, hello. What want you? I want to go look at the building behind. The old Glockenspiel shop. That is our hideout. You are there not allowed. Aw, please. No, it's only for gang members. That is the whole point of a hideout. I want to talk to your boss. Have you an appointment? No. Can I make one? No. I want to buy a Glockenspiel. You have good taste in musical instruments, but our Glockenspiels are not for sale. Oh, come on. Everything has a price. The price of a Glockenspiel is no meat. 9 meat? I'll pay you 9 meat for one. That joke does not work even. I want to fight. You know, it couldn't have been. You know, it didn't have to end like this, Lachlan guys. We could have had fire in the cheese hole. And now we're going to the spider. Spider's gonna bite that dude. Finish off that. They look so angry. Angry goblins. Why are they horns? Finch grows. Up +1 to maximum HP. Keep out. The owner of this place added a huge wasp's nest in case the keep out sign wasn't sufficient. Well, that's one way to do it, I guess. Definitely keep me away. I hate wasps. Hard times for non-glockenspiel business. This goblin is pounding out music that sounds like a quaint mountain village being completely wiped out by an avalanche of tiny sparkling jewels. Interrupt them. Oh wow, you're really going to town on them. On the contrary, I'm playing it right here. Convince them to stop. You reach around behind the goblin and tap them on the opposite shoulder. When you turn to look, you deftly snag the mallet out of your hand. Huh? Hey, where is my mallet went there? It was wild. You were playing so fast, you accidentally threw it right out the window. Don't worry, I'll save your place here while you go look for it. Oh, thank you. Interrupt. Wait, what did it say about him? The goblin is pounding furiously on their glockenspiel. It sounds like the background music they'd use in a war documentary if the documentary was about dogfighting raids made by an air force entirely consisting of butterflies. Those descriptions. Grab the nest. Hey, could you maybe... Jeez, you're really sweating up a storm. I am so tired, but I must unplay. Their hand and the rest of them looks really sweaty. You could probably yank the little mallet right out of their grasp, but that would require getting in sweat spray range. Grab the nasty mallet. You hold your breath and grab for the mallet, wincing as you get spattered with hot goblin sweat. The goblin collapses to the ground with a look of combined defeat and release, and crawls away to find somewhere to pass out. You toss the gross mallet away and resolve to find the shower as soon as possible. A less disgusting shower than the Ugh. The goblin is pounding that glockenspiel like their life depends on it, filling the room with what exciting boss fight music would. Oh, we have an upcoming ad break. I was wondering if it's gonna pop up. Filling the room with the exciting boss fight music that would sound like it in a magical starlight fairyland. A fairyland, a fairyland. Interrupt. Hey, could you do me a favor and stop playing that glockenspiel for a while? No, no, never. Please. This music is my life. I will never to stop. Remove the goblin. You pick up the goblin bodily, open the door, and chuck them outside. The goblin is too focused on his music to resist or even object. Okay then. This goblin is hammering out music that sounds like tiny crystalline snowflakes combined together into a blizzard that destroys the entire Midwest. I'm sorry, Kansas. Hey, could you stop playing for a bit?
Haha, no.
Trick them into stopping. You waggle your fingers mystically at the goblin. You want to stop playing and leave the room.
That is not the case. Why did your eyeballs go all swelly go?
Huh, does hypnosis not work on goblins?
I guess it does not.
Well, you should leave because the acoustics are bad in here and your music will sound much better outside.
Oh, okay.
This goblin looks a bit tougher than the others. They're also at the back of the room, so they're probably the boss. They look both delighted and outraged to see you, since that's a tricky combination of emotions to imagine. Let's just go with excited. As you step up closer to speak to the goblin, you notice that they appear to be wearing authentic German lederhosen, rather than the makeshift shorts and suspenders getup that the other Glocklins are wearing. Not that you're an expert in traditional European fashion or anything, though I am obviously not a European fashion person. They sneer at you with glittering eyes.
So you break at my house in and beat my guards together. Think you can Gunther, the boss of Glocklin's defeat?
You pause for a second to parse this. I didn't have any particular intention, I just kind of go places.
Ha! You think goblins are pretty stupid? I bet. Then you have one other thing coming.
If I don't feel like having a conversation about goblin intelligence, can I just say yes and then we fight? Sure. No, goblins aren't as dumb as they seem.
Oh yes, what do you know about that, huh?
Well, I read a magazine article about it once, and a lot of it went over my head, but basically, since goblins are fungal creatures instead of mammals, their brains work pretty differently, and they find it really hard to extrapolate from familiar experiences to unfamiliar ones. So, when they're dealing with novel situations, they tend to just make wild guesses about how they're supposed to behave.
Oh, I'm actually surprised. Furthermore,
Because of the way they pass knowledge to their children, goblins are really excited about having lots of novel experiences. So they're constantly putting themselves in situations where they have no idea what to do, deliberately.
okay, in fact, you know much about it. I'm a little impressed. Why do you know so much about these things?
I was stuck in a dentist's waiting room for a while and didn't have anything else to read. So now what?
Okay, well, you have proven that goblins are not dumb things, but that was really just a rhetorical question.
Yeah, I guess I was showing it.
So, now we have fight, yes? Okay.
Let's. Holy crap! Whatever that thing is, it hits like a truck. Alright. Abracadabra. Unleash the fondue deluge. And all went to the one thing that's not amusing. And now,
Let's get it.
gong. Alright, we'll just have you bite him since there's only one left. And done. You won. Gunther has spilled his last Glock in this place. He slinks off to some other venue to terrorize with his blinking. His remaining Glocklins look at each other and scurry out. Excellent. The Glockenspiel's dusty old cash register. 200 meat. Wow, an upright clock. This must be full of Glockenspiel wrenches. Open. You got a piece of scrap metal and oil. And we now have a Glockenspiel. That's fun. That is fun. Follow a recipe and whip up a little dough. Baby. Now he's with me wherever I go. Is there anything left in this area? Guess we could go to the snack. At least until we get stuff. Although we're probably not going to continue on too much more, just because we haven't had sugar. They really bet everything on these terrible snack cakes. Going to the boss's office. Ew. It's goopy. I don't like goopy. Oh, ad. And so we go to intermission, I suppose.
Management at Corvid Communications understands this. Taking care of your bodily needs daily? Perhaps you have a family whose needs you also need to fulfill. Maybe you work long hours and don't get paid enough to make ends meet. Maybe you're tired of the drudgery of dealing with ungrateful, unpleasable customers. Life is hard, and while we could alleviate all your life's ills, we're choosing to help you with stress management, because that is the one that affects your longevity and productivity the most. Before we can understand how to manage stress, it may be helpful to know what stress is. Stress is defined as a state of mental or emotional strain or tension resulting from adverse or very demanding circumstances. For most people, there will always be times where the job seems stressful, though there are certain lazy, worthless souls for whom their job was always way too stressful. These are the sort that soon find themselves summarily unemployed. Immediate symptoms of stress are as follows: shortness of breath, headaches, upset stomach, racing heart, sweating, changes in appetite, dry mouth. Most everyone experiences this now and again in isolated incidents. However, if this stress is not managed, it can become chronic. Your body will remain in a fight or flight state, which can lead to problems such as insomnia, hair loss, heart disease, fluctuations in weight, high blood pressure, loss of interest in hobbies. Here at Corvid Communications, we expect your work to be your hobby. Therefore, we cannot afford you losing interest in your work. As such, the Department of Human Resources has created several strategies to help employees deal with individual stress incidents. This technique is most effective
Okay, we're
during.
back. Alright, let's find another one of those. Maybe if we wander, we'll find something. A couple of black orbs. We'll get them because we need the experience. Fight, 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 fight! Four. And now light them all on fire. That should be enough to finish everything. Also, welcome back, everyone. I would say I hope you enjoyed the ads, but does anyone enjoy the ads, really? I just... Shadow Rope. Past them. Oh, I bet if we go to the normal house, we'll find something. The cursed compass pulls you to focus to the southeast, or is it south-southeast? So fixated are you on the needle's subtle movements, you hardly notice the compass has walked you into traffic. The truck swerves to avoid you. In doing so, create tumble. The crate tumbles off the back and crushes a passing goose. The contents of that box belong to the goose now, so if you put any stock in geese technology, the goose must take whatever goods it is buried with to pay its way into the underworld. Open the box and take what's inside. We got Festulant Grulch. Lovely word there, Festulant Grulch. Glowing ooze and frosty flakes. They're more than good. They're cute. Come talk.
Hi, I learned things.
Oh, what'd you learn?
Say 3 words.
Alphon's mysticality increased by 1. And let's wander. The jerks and twitches of the cursed compass direct you to the west-north of the alleys of the Ocean City to the final resting place of a blood-red sedan. Its chassis curved around a fire engine. The engine's still running, the doors are open, but there's no sign of the driver. Just a thump-thump-thump from the luggage trunk strapped in the back of the vehicle. Open the trunk. And take the meat. Explore more. Just finding meat, I guess. Fight. Zim Zam Parmesan. Splatter him again. Like a Gouda. Malika Parmesan. And stab. Didn't even need 2 turns. Move on. Like ladder. Ladder. And done. So go somewhere else. Lock. Low cupboard. And enriched flour. It. Imagine a battery. Fridge hums. Oh, what's up? With the mystery solved, there's nothing worth going upstairs. That's his phone. Sword police. Yeah. Or lock. Let's see what's on the board. Fortune teller's note. Hop inside. Pay for reading. The
first card reveals the past events that led you. She pulls a card. This one is the Adventurous Advisor. She shrugs. The card regards lingering memory in your school days, something to do with skeletons. That doesn't sound familiar. The second card is where you are in the present. I think this one is the Saucy Philosopher. Is this your first day? She glares at you. The card suggests that you're currently near water. Yes, this is true. Final card reveals what you're in store for in the future. Kevin Manjaro, welcome in. Thank you for the daily sacrifice. Oh, I am so sorry for not catching that earlier. It kind of didn't really show. I might need to make something for those daily sacrifices, I think. Exactly what? I'm not sure, but we'll find out. Wonder if I can. That would be interesting. The final card. This one is the Viscount of Clothes. Definitely real card. Consider what just happened. Take your lead. Enter. Cards. Okay, so that's just a bunch of side. I've grown rather than myself. Face. Okay. Ratchet looking guy standing on the shades of Christ. Please keep glare. Game. Peter all stab plus 10 meat. Not crab claws. See what's first to say. Oh, this is all the stuff I have. Actually, one arm is missing. Okay, what I'm missing is Moxie, so if I need something that increases my Moxie, I'll be good. Potions. And meat. Colorful clown pants. And I need a +7 build stats. So let's see, I got 7 muscles, 6 mysticality, and Moxie. Made a friend. Alright. Potions. Non-armor, shadow grease. Just armor. Maximum nature. Okay, this will up my mysticality to what I need to. And then food should give me the stuff I need. Heat drops. Muscle and mysticality. I need something that increases my moxie by quite a bit. About 2. Maximum HP. Odd fruit. Physical armor. Swamp heat. Swamp. Oh, I could probably also do it by re-equipping my item. Your inventory. Crowbar. Balaclava. Scuba helmet. Chef's hat. Broken coconut. Uncursed fedora. Welding mask. Armor. Flower cloak. Unpleasant hymnal. On duck call. Right. Foot's ring. It's dangerous to me in combat. Shadow punch. Jagged ring. Naked ring. Okay. Colorful pants. Mildew jeans. Ciabatta. Greasy wax sticks. Nothing that increases moxie. Alright, like this. Need to increase my moxie.
quite a bit. There, that means that. Just show me the map. Oh, is that everything? I'm not sure that's everything. Oh, I need to talk to what's his name about using his experimental things and how they kept blowing up on him. That one. See what's for sale. Ask Bert. Sale. Oh, the Polar War surplus. Say hi. How's the grenade project going? I threw 6 of them and 4 of them blew up on my face. 4 out of 6 isn't too bad. I think I can still sell. In exchange for your research, I'll give you a discount. How much of it? 200 meat and total savings across all future purposes. Here you go. This seems less like a discount and more like a flat reward. I just don't like rhythm. See what's for sale. Polar Wars metal. Physical armor. Haversack. Stent armor. Seltzer. Smelling salts. French pants. French. Compliment his plan. Nathan grinds with words. Somebody stole my niece. Reckon it was some beast. I can only write one couplet a day, otherwise I'll have a stroke. Can I see your stuff? You got stuff. 10 things I had about you. See what's for sale. Oh wait. Loot louse free, huh? Albert beams with pride. Just so! This is not some back alley haberdashery. A louse has never made and will never make its home in one of my hats. I give you my word as a business. But hey, you must have some loused hats in the back, right? Sir, you insult me. I do not traffic in loused hats. Really, that is quite offensive. Just quite ask the question. I would lose my license for what you suggest. My goodness, I do not wish to. Did I? Okay, good. I did perfect. Take my leave. I secure. Use the key. Somewhere else? Sure. Guess I'll go to Crystal Dream Lake. After all, not like we got much else. Distillery. Oh. Alphonse starts sniffing the air intently. He gets a hungry look in his eyes and a hungry drool in his mouth. I hesitate to ask, but what's up? Small fairies. Want to eat. Oh, geez, I don't want to deal with those things again. Eat! Go check it out, I guess. It's my fault we are beholden to a hungry gatorman. Oh, there's a shadow rift here. Reach inside. Got shadow rift. Mess of twigs and sap is a fairy. Reach inside. I got a fairy. There's a lot of fairies guarding that nest. Must be something good inside. Also, why are there spiders everywhere now? Alright, splatter. On fire. And more splatter. And stab you because he will summon enemies. And that's the last thing. Alright, speak the shadow tongues, Mr. Gatorman. And now there's only one thing left. And it's that. And stab. You won. Access to that undoubtedly wonderful nest is now yours. Alright. Another fairy nest? What horrors must await within? It's full of rocks. Inspect them. You extract all useful compounds from the rock. You got an item, powerful grit and impenetrable shellac. Alright. First things first, shoot everything. And stink bomb. That dealt with most of them. And splatter again. And all that's left is a stab. As the person to stab. You pick through the pile of loose wings and limbs to see if the fairies had any. Not much. You got an item. Ring of Repulsion. I don't know what it does. Also, what's my XP at? 109. My inventory. Brooks. Advanced projectile. Alright. You read a book memorizing all the formulae and charts of trigonometry and values and stuff. You got hurt, hand in hand. After you finished, you hurled the book into a nearby trash can, perfectly fitting its awkward travel. Fairies put their tiny dukes up as you approach. Oh boy, more fairies. At least they're not attacking us. Except now I'm on fire. Zambakata. Alakagruye. And let's give it one more go. Expect to finish at least one. Stab with fork. This is jam. These guys actually fight this stuff. Fight. Fight, 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 fight. Fight, fight. Fairy charm, fairy cake, baby cawthorn, the dough baby grows strong. Dig around. Found, gain an effect, and injury. This nest contains nothing but garbage and a mousetrap, which snaps shut on your hand. Fight. Yeah, they get an attack first. That's my job. Alright, Zim Zam Bada. And go. That's got a phenomenal success rate. Stab you. All that's left is you. And they stab you. And you're gonna be dealt with by a spider that for some reason seems to be in like all fights. See what's inside. You must be the home of one of the wealthier fairies. Got me. Wow, this thing is horrible. Must be meant to scare away humans. Wait, seriously, you want to take this obviously evil, obviously extremely ugly statue back to the room where you sleep? Yes. You drag the horrible sculpture to the bus stop. A bus arrives but refuses to pick you up. Because of the horrible sculpture, you spend the next several hours dragging it to your room. Worth it. Pretend to fight. I gain an effect. Plant a tentacle seed in it. It's your little tentacle. Guess Guess we're going back to the lake. Time for more wandering and wonderment. Oh, Beppo's Hole. That place is full of spiders. That's right. You see a faded billboard advertising some kind of crystal shop. Location unlocked. Crystal Dream Valley Crystal Shop. Take a detour and check it out. Not like we got much else to do. Reach inside. We got a shadow. The proprietress of this empty store has nothing to proprietary. What do you sell here? What do you think? Crystals? You'd think so, wouldn't you? Huh, you'd sure think a crystal store next to a crystal mine would sell crystals, wouldn't ya? I would, yes. Let me tell you a little story about a young woman whose name is me. Ooh, I love little stories. My parents wanted me to go straight to college, so that's what I did. But college girls, they're only thinking about one thing, getting a degree so they can work in a mine. I'm not like regular girls, guy. I want to sell the things that come out of a mine. Sure, gases and such. So I dropped out and moved across 13 states to the best crystal mine in the country. But when I arrived, the mine was out of business. So now so am I, before I even got started. Want me to check out that mine? Yeah, and break me off a couple of crystals, you were thinking? Not asking you to clear out the whole mine, man, but with just a few crystals, I can afford to send my whole sorority down here. I'll see what... Rumbuckle mine? You see your past self coming up the road towards you, and remember that 300 meat. Maybe you ought to pay that back, so the paradox doesn't destroy causality or anything. Pay him back. You stroll up to yourself and hand him 300 meat. As expected, he's a bit puzzled by this. Here, take this meat. Technically, I guess I should be repaying it to future me. But, that's me now, so you'll have to do. But what's the point of giving me meat if I have to give it back later? You'll be making meat more easily later. Just think of it as no interest loan. On the contrary, I actually am interested. You roll your eyes. God, what a cornball joke. You're frankly embarrassed to have made. Yeah, anyway, don't forget to pay you back or the universe will probably explode or something. You go on your way. Gumbuckle Mine. Pry it open. The crowbar makes short work of the long boards. Oh, there's a shadow rift. There's nothing on this desk except a very old pink slip. Reason for termination is listed as shirking of elevator maintenance duties. The little radio is playing some big band. The cabinet is securely locked. The coat rack is here. The filing cabinet is newer than the rest of the furniture, but it's still pretty wrecked. See what's inside. Just some shoes that probably made sense to somebody at some point. Flip file flip. An office equipment or footwear. Can it be both? Makes your steps more organized. I like my steps being organized. Alright, reach inside the shadow rift to get shadow grease. Step through the weird door. Look inside. This version of the cabinet is empty. Search the jacket. Gumbuckle Mine cabinet. Write it down. Report being lousy. Termites. The cabinet is labeled dynamite storage and it is extremely locked. A very large, oddly spherical rock it has a holder in it. Shine the flashlight in the hole. Your flashlight reveals sparkly colored crystal inside. It's a G. I like how the shoes in this game decide how you walk. Although I did kind of like the randomness of the walking stupid thing. Use mine cabinet key and of elevator keys. That's literally all it took. Grease the elevator. You really...
squirt here, it all up here, and the thing run like a charm for at least 22 years. Step through. Write it down. Now we're going back down to the mine. Oh look, a crack. There's a big crack in the wall here. A massive cave-in. I suppose it's technically a mine pit. It's completely fallen off with all debris. Dump the mine in the past. Sport beam is lousy with termites. Wonder if I can delouse it somehow. Helmet, very large rock. What is it? So it's the support beam that's the problem. Betting I could get something from the hardware store or something, I reckon. Actually, what's the count? It's a 1906 count. Venti Bird. Oh, you're the only one who's ever been in here this month. You definitely deserve this. You got an item. Employee of the Month Award. What's that do? Increases HP by my Moxie once per fight. Map of crystals. Maybe she has some. He found a Shadow Bomb. Still working. Take a lead. Hardware store. Yeah, go to the hardware store. Go to the hardware store. Gone down the way. Of whatever it was. Talk to him. Got any termite poison? I wish. Regulatory agency made me stop selling it a few years back because it was quote-unquote killing everybody who use it. So more of an effort. Wicked good for termites, though. Okay, I'm betting I go down here and I buy it from past me. What do you have for sale? Termite poison? Ask about it. That'll be 22 meat. I'll take it. You buy the pesticide and place it very carefully in your sack. Mind you don't get any of that on your skin, and don't treat the fumes and pour it down any drains or rivers, or otherwise let it get into groundwater. And if the jar starts to melt, get it to a fresh jar straight away. Interesting. I knew it. I knew the hardware store would have it. Alright. To the mines! Alright. Escape. Down. Delouse. Hose it down with chemicals. The support beam is now termite free. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to swap back to the present and find another problem. Step through. Go down. The support beam may be old, but at least it's not full of termites. There's one of the fancy mining tools on the table. Rabbit. An extremely enthusiastic rat is chewed a hole in the solidly locked cabinet. Reach in. 22-year-old stick of dynamite. Stick the dynamite. Light the match. A relatively fresh stick of dynamite. Oh, there's probably a place where I can find the... It's a huge, weirdly spear.
helmet. You seem really You've seen some disappointing explosions in your life. That one really failed to make even a dent in a cake. This rock must be made of tougher stuff than a relatively fresh stick of dynamite in a hand. Geode. Hmm. Oh, maybe there's something at the hardware store. Disappointing. Cabinet. Likely interesting. Cabinet. Oh, spare. Let's check the hardware store. Maybe we'll find something worth doing. Solve the maze. I don't know what maze I solved, but I solved the maze. What do you have for sale? Use plunder. Step through. Bolt. Ask about outhouse rentals. You're renting outhouses? I mean, you're renting outhouses? Oh, yeah. At least I was. Now indoor plumbing's starting. There's no market for it. Just got the one left. After that, I'm calling it quits and putting up new ones. Can I rent the last one? Oh, yeah, sure thing. That'll be 200 me up front. For the installation and half each month afterward for maintenance. Hey, great. Where do you want me to put it? Hmm. The Sandwich Museum? Where's the sandwich? Sandwich Museum. Oh, right. Involved got a shadow. This is what you'd get if, instead of soda jerk, your local cafe employed a soda nihilist. Oh! Time traveling. Welcome to Sandwich. Don't break the law. This discarded newspaper says it's March 3rd, 1692. That's a few days before the last entry in the dietary from the Putnam House. Oh, hello. Come right in. Sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. Not at all. Always glad to have visitors when my husband is out riding the circuit. My name's Calvin Cobb. Hi there. Sorry, I got another stream I'm following, but I'll keep your stream open. Love you. Good to see you, Azrag. Thank you for stopping by. Pleasure. I'm Maurice Dick. Enter. Alright. Unusual out. Whereabouts are you from? I guess you could say I'm from Ocean City. Oh, the big city. That must be much more exciting than our little village. Oh, don't sell this place short. The city is more modern, that's all. You said your husband's riding the circuit? What's that? He's a judge for the county. Most of the little towns out this way are way too small to leave their own courthouses and judge, so they save up their legal matters, and Clarence rides around to settle things once a month or so. That must take a while. Does it get lonely while he's away? Oh, our boy Tom and I keep each other company well enough. Your audio's weird, though. Like, it gets high and low constantly. That's odd. I have been having some audio problems lately. Like, it's kind of cutting in and out. Is that better? Thank you for letting me know. Having audio issues is, like, the worst. Okay, I guess my mic was a bit too far away from my face. Thank you for letting me know. Your husband's still out riding the circuit? Indeed. Clarence will be gone but for many days, but our boy Tom and I keep each other company well enough. Don't you? The sign of potion brewing here. Splash some water on your face. Lose effect. Hand injury. Handmade death. Somebody led this horse to water. Fudge. Is that better? is. If I took a clip, could you hear it? Probably. I don't know what's going on. It's just I have been having audio issues like yesterday and today. Let me see if turning my mic power on off again might help it. Or I can see if one of these cables is loose.
Stress is a constant in life. Management at Corvid Communications understands this. Taking care of your bodily needs daily? Perhaps you have a family whose needs you also need to fulfill. Maybe you work long hours and don't get paid enough to make ends meet. Maybe you're tired of the drudgery of dealing with ungrateful, unpleasable customers. Life is hard, and while we could alleviate all your life's ills, we're choosing to help you with stress management, because that is the one that affects your longevity and productivity the most. Before we can understand how to manage stress, it may be helpful to know what stress is. Stress is defined as a state of mental or emotional strain or tension resulting from adverse or very demanding circumstances. For most people, there will always be times where the job seems stressful, though there are certain lazy, worthless souls for whom their job was always way too stressful. These are the sort that soon find themselves summarily unemployed.
Can you hear me now? Okay, it looks like the audio's a bit better now. It looks like I just needed to I need to restart voice mod. It's kind of been giving me a lot of trouble lately. Especially like literally yesterday and today. It's kind of annoying me. Alright, let's review that clip fast just to make sure I actually have it fixed, because I'd rather make sure it's fixed than not. Last time was okay though? Yeah, last stream was okay, but that's the thing. Like, why is it doing it? Why now? Voice mod's going off now. Hello? Can you hear me now? Okay, looks like voice mod was the problem, and not the solution. So, voice mod's having issues today, seems. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so it seems like voice mod's being the problem today. And yesterday.
Order, order! Come on, if we're gonna have a trial, we've got to do it properly. I don't see why we gotta have a dumb old trial anyway. We know she's guilty. I didn't do anything. Why are you so mean to me? 'Cause you're weird and an outsider. I only live half a mile down the road. I was born here. Yeah, but your family's outsiders. Your father wasn't born here. My family's been here for like 60 generations. Closer to 4, actually. Intervene. Hey, you kids, what's going on here? Huh? Who are you? I've never seen you around here before. My name's Calvin. I'm a traveler. Well, we're having a trial for that crybaby Patricia. I'm Tom, the judge, and that's Delia, the jury, and Peter's the executioner. Executioner? Holy jeez, kid. Well, we're not literally executor. Probably. My boss says you shouldn't decide on the punishment till after the conviction. Uh-huh. Well, how's it going? Not great. Patricia just keeps crying instead of presenting any proper evidence. I see. Mister, will you be my attorney? Attorney. Well, guess I'll go pro bono. So what's the trial about? The defendant stands accused of 3 times. Stealing Tom Danforth, that is my gold pocket watch, defacing the public outhouse with a very rude slogan about Peter Proctor, and making a weird doll. I didn't do any of those things. You got the doll right there, look. It's got 3 arms, that's weird. Okay, what do I need to do? I'll, be right back. Thanks. Alright, guess we're searching the town. House is locked. Welcome. The sign reads, Sandwich Gazebo. Vagrants not welcome. Vagrant. You look around and make sure nobody's watching and scratch the knot off the sign. Take that, authority! Town founder. So we got a time-traveling outhouse. Investigate. You poke your head inside. There's some graffiti scratched on the wall. Peter Proctor is a stinky doo-doo head. Make a rubbing of it. Sandwich outhouse graffiti rubbing. There is literally nothing in that direction. So let's see what's here. Excuse me, can I help you with something? No thanks, I'm fine. What I'm getting at is, why are you in my house? Oh, I'm just, looking around. Look, I'm not one to be inhospitable to uninvited guests, even total strangers, but I do have company at the moment, so if you'll excuse me. Hide behind it. You hide behind the Arras, hoping the Proctors aren't genealogically Danish. Fortunately, Miss Proctor doesn't seem to have noticed your move. Her conversation gradually returns to a less hushed, more easily eavesdroppable volume. Drop those eaves. Did I mention we've been picking out some new furniture items for the bedrooms? Oh, really? Yes, bureaus, armoires, and such. I found a delightful little nightstand for Peter's room. It even has a secret compartment in it for when he's older and needs to hide sinful lithographs from us. How charming, how interesting. Make a move. Alright, so I have a sneaking suspicion we're going to need to travel. Oh. Wonder if she has anything to say about Tom. I ran to Tom at the church, playing with the other kids. He looks like a real smart cookie. Oh my, yes! He always got his nose in a book. It'd be nice if they spent more time together, but the pocket watch Clarence got for his birthday has helped. Pocket watch. Yes, a fine gold pocket watch to help keep track of when he'd be back. Clarence said Tom really cherishes it. Do you know the boy said he wants to be buried with that watch? Buried with it? Wow. So I need to find Tom Proctor. Time to time travel through the toilet. Looks like that change you made to the sign had an effect. There's a hobo hanging out here eating sandwich cream right out of the jar. What's sandwich cream? Hi there, enjoying the sandwich cream? Sure am, can't get enough of this stuff. That's probably why everyone calls me Creamy Steve. Probably, yeah. Best sandwich cream in the tri-state area right here. It's a traditional recipe. Ask him about hobo code. Know any hobo code, Creamy Steve? Sure, I know 2 words. Is one of them cream? Yep, and the other one's here. Hobo code knowledge increased. Ask about something else. Tell him about the hobo camp. You know there's a hobo camp over by Ocean City. I bet they'd be interested in this cream. Oh, huh? You think so? I'd love to share it with other like-minded individuals. Sure, you could set up an extremely specific trade route. Sold! Check it out. Need to find Tom Proctor. Dig it up. Tom Danforth's pocket watch. And now, lithographs. Lithographs upstairs. The velvet rope is keeping you out of Peter's room, despite the fact that you have legal authority to search. Kind of. Get rid of it. Half-height dressing. Bye, Calvin. Toys. Wow, this kid has his very own sculpture of a toy box, and it's solid mahogany. Mahogany! The child's bed from 100 years ago is still nicer than any bed you've ever owned. The only thing inside is a sheet of paper lifting several things that have been taken away by the Historical Society for restoration and cataloging. That crocodile is Alphonse. He's our friend. He bites people that we tell him to. A bag of fancy glass marbles, steel ball bearings, a fake spider made of horsehair and copper wire. Check the hidden compartment. You reach inside the drawer and feel around until you find the little catch that makes the secret compartment pop open. Oh, what's this? A severed ragdoll arm. Go down to the thing. I wasn't imagining so much time travel in this game. Alright, I now have evidence. Okay, I'm back. Where were we? Patricia's accused of stealing my pocket watch, vandalizing the outhouse, and making a weird asymmetrical 3-armed doll. I promise I didn't. Promises don't count in a court of law. You gotta prove it. It's okay, Patricia. I've got this. I have evidence that proves Patricia didn't steal the pocket watch. Well, then present it to the courts. Here's your pocket. This is your pocket watch, right? Hey, yeah, it is. Wow, thanks. Where'd you find it? I'd rather not say. If you don't tell us where you found it, it might have been in her house or something. All right, I found it in your grave. What? I'm a time traveler from the future. I heard your mom say that you love that pocket watch so much, you want to be buried with it when you die. So I went back to my time and dug up your grave to see if you were. And you were, and there it is. That's crazy. You're crazy. Possibly, but it's true, and the fact that you were buried with that watch, Tom, means that you eventually would have found it wherever you lost it, so Patricia didn't steal it. Tom squints at the watch in thought, then winds it and holds it up to its ear. It still works! The finest craftsmanship. Still working after 236 years. They won't make 'em like that anymore. Okay, but this doesn't prove Patricia didn't take it. Maybe he found it in her house. She gave or will give it back to me or something. Maybe, but it's a closed loop now. We can't ever know how you would have gotten your watch back, because now you got it back because I gave it to you. And this isn't that all you really wanted, was to get your watch back? You never really believed Patricia stole it. I would like to know what happened to it, but yeah, you're right. Sorry, Patricia, I hereby withdraw my accusation. So where does that leave us? Since you solved the matter of the pocket watch, kind of, Patricia's just accused of vandalizing the outhouse and making a weird 3-armed doll. I have evidence concerning the doll, I guess. You guess? That doesn't sound very evidential. What'd you find? Well, I found this little arm that looks like it was torn off a rag doll, but if Patricia's already has 3... Oh, let me see. Yes, this is mine, look. Patricia holds up her doll, showing you the stitches where she fixed the hole left by the torn-off arm. Wait, your doll was originally a regular 4-armed one? 4 arms is normal? Uh-huh. I made it based on because I thought it was neat. Hang on, a foreign... That's what I'm saying! Not everywhere, but around here, yeah, I get so bored I wanted something different. Oh, we have an ad break. Yippee. But I'm not allowed to be different, so I had to tell Mom and Pa it was a regular fashion for dolls, and I don't know, it just became a thing. I think I get it. So you were mad because you thought Patricia had out-differented you by having an asymmetric doll. Yeah, I'm sorry, Patricia, that wasn't fair. Your doll's really good. I like it better than mine. Aw, thanks. I forgive you, Delia. Our dolls can hug and make up. Say, that's funny. I just noticed the fabric on the missing arm has gone all stiff. Like it's really old or something. Yeah, I brought it back from the future. Where'd you find it? We haven't really resolved what happened. Pfft, who cares? It's just a stupid rag doll. If your parents had any money, you two could have real dolls instead of making your own out of trash. I found it in a secret compartment in Peter's nightstand. Why, you... Yeah, that figures. Not surprising in the least. Charge dismissed. I'll be right back. So, I'm guessing it involves time travel. I can't just say, hey, this matches your kid's handwriting. Do. Avail yourself of it, I guess. 1 toilet, 0 privacy. Sandwich boast. What's going on? Are you detective time traveling? Shadow of Loathing is a very odd game. It's very silly. But basically, we're being Cthulhu Mythos investigators in a setting where almost nothing makes sense. Check the footnote. Sparkling tapestry. But in this particular level of it, kind of, I actually found out I really hadn't... Yeah, it doesn't make sense now. Yeah, basically we're solving Cthulhu Mythos stuff, or in my case, trying to bring it forth, and it's just kind of doing stuff. But yeah, it doesn't make sense. This game is just kind of silly for the sake of being silly. The plinth has an old book. It appears to be someone's diary. Oh yeah, the little description on the front says Diary of Delia Putnam, so that confirms that. Tear the page out. You look over your shoulder and see the guard watching you. We're gonna have to distract him. Hello, welcome to Putnam House. Please don't touch the exhibits. Trick him into leaving. Look into... Sorry, sir. I just get paid to stand here and keep an eye on things. I don't actually know anything about the exhibits. Huh, guess that won't work. So, how to distract you? Ask him about the exhibits. Wait, I was trying to bewitch him. Take a look. This ragdoll has a bunch of old pins and needles stuck into as the word boring embroidered across the front. Pull out some of the pins. Oh, do I stab him with the pin? Tell him about the pins. Hey, a bunch of pins fell out of that doll. Sorry, sir, I just get paid to... Wait, what'd you say? Some of the pins fell out of that weird voodoo doll or whatever. That might be dangerous. Someone could step on them. He goes over to the display and starts picking pins off the floor. Tear the page out. And now the final piece of evidence. Flush myself through the kind of. I don't think it's actually Cthulhu, but it's very Lovecraft-based, if that makes sense. But yes, Cthulhu. Oh, we got an ad break in 38 seconds. Alright, I have evidence that Patricia didn't write the graffiti. I have the... Alright, let's see it then. I have here 2 pieces of paper. This one's a rubbing from the outhouse showing the graffiti in question.
Peter Proctor's a stinky. Yes, that's the graffiti in question, all right. My father basically owns this crummy town. You wouldn't get away with this slander, Patricia. Technically, it's libel, not slander. What's the other piece of paper? This page is from someone's diary. Someone who clearly thinks Peter Proctor is a stinky doo-doo head. And if you compare the handwriting to the graffiti, they're a perfect match. Wow, they sure are. Whose diary is this from? The diary this came from belongs to Delia Putnam. What? Give me that. She snatches the diary page away from you. Wait a minute. I don't remember writing this. Hey, this is dated 3 days from now. The paper's really old, too. What's going on here? I told you guys already. I'm from the future. I stole this from a museum. My diary was in a museum? Wow. So you admit that. I wrote graffiti. Yeah, whatever. If it isn't liable if it's true, right? Hey. Yes, that's correct. And in any case, the charges against Patricia is hereby dropped. You do owe someone an apology, though. Yeah, not you, duty head. He means Patricia. Sorry, Patricia, it was Peter I was mad at. I didn't mean to get you in trouble for it. It's okay, he is a doo-doo head. What's next? Everything's been accounted for. Congratulations, Patricia, you've been acquitted of all charges. Oh, we got an ad. We're gonna go to intermission for a moment.
Stress is a constant in life. Management at Corvid Communications understands this. Taking care of your bodily needs daily? Perhaps you have a family whose needs you also need to fulfill. Maybe you work long hours and don't get paid enough to make ends meet. Maybe you're tired of the drudgery of dealing with ungrateful, unpleasable customers. Life is hard, and while we could alleviate all your life's ills, we're choosing to help you with stress management, because that is the one that affects your longevity and productivity the most. Before we can understand how to manage stress, it may be helpful to know what stress is. Stress is defined as a state of mental or emotional strain or tension resulting from adverse or very demanding circumstances. For most people, there will always be times where the job seems stressful, though there are certain lazy, worthless souls for whom their job was always way too stressful. These are the sort that soon find themselves summarily unemployed. Immediate symptoms of stress are as follows: shortness of breath, headaches, upset stomach, racing heart, sweating, changes in appetite, dry mouth. Most everyone experiences this now and again in isolated incidents. However, if this stress is not managed, it can become chronic. Your body will remain in a fight or flight state, which can lead to problems such as insomnia, hair loss, heart disease, fluctuations in weight, high blood pressure, loss of interest in hobbies. Here at Corvid Communications, we expect your work to be your hobby. Therefore, we cannot afford you losing interest in your work. As such, the Department of Human Resources has created several strategies to help employees deal with individual stress incidents. Deep breathing.
Okay, we are back. Alrighty, let's get back to it. Well, there's one thing I care about. Do you kids know anything about witches? Witches? You mean like black magic, consorting with the devil, that kind of thing? Yeah, checks out this rube who thinks witches are real. Yeah, that's just scary stories parents tell their children to make them go to bed on time. So no witches, no witch trials, nothing like that.
Nope, not that I've ever heard of. My dad travels the whole region on his court circuit. Okay, thanks. So, nothing I did changes anything. Da-da-da-da-da. Flush yourself through. Did this change anything? Sandwich cream. Possibly be Oh, I can probably look that up by going back in time. Go to the church. One of the kids has left a goopy jam sandwich lying in the corner. Ask to borrow Delia's house key. I need it for a time traveling thing. He probably wants to burglarize you and make a killing on it. Antiques mark in the future. That wouldn't work. If he took something from now into the future, it would still be new. Antiques aren't valuable unless they go the long way around. Look, why do you actually want my house key? Well, I'm not exactly sure, but apparently your house catches fire sometime in the future, and I think it might be a good idea to prevent that. Wow, yes, I agree with you. Unfortunately, I lost my key when I was out playing in the countryside. Do you have any sign of future countryside? Well, damn. Enter a combination. Oh, wait, there's probably something that says the combo. Alright, keep going this way. Wait a minute, didn't this house have a cellar? Dig! Go down. What's this? These ancient chalk marks are mostly rubbed away and indiscernible, but they might once have been part of an ancient ritual circle. In the middle of the circle, you see the broken pieces of an old pocket watch. Was there actual witchcraft going on here after all? Spooky. Nothing but burned books. Shadow rift. Step through. Part of nothingness is missing here. Okay, so I'm supposed to lead the mice to the thing. I hate these kind of I hate hurting minigames, if I'm being honest. Go forward. Move ahead. Try to detect it. It's not too late! There we go. Space to do a cat thing. Oh, that kind of cat thing. Stop. I wish to move. I'm stuck. I'm stuck doing cat things! Stretch. Stop doing cat things. No, I'm stuck here. How do I stop the do a cat thing animations? Shadows over loathing. So I gotta wait it out. Oh, it's done. Okay. Turns out, no matter what, it will make you do a cat thing based on how many times you press the button. Like, straight up. How do I get you to go? Go in the damn hole. Go in the space hole. Go in the hole in time and space.
Okay, maybe if I try going from above? Nope. Do the thing. Do it and you're cool. There we go. The throbbing ring of negative energy around an oversized rat shape. Close it. Okay. Empty shelves. Bet you there's a combination somewhere. Probably in the house, I'd wager. So we need to find the combination. Upstairs rooms are off limits. Alright, bend over and take a look. Search. Doll's arm. Oh, maybe it's in the 3, 5, 6, 7? Where are you seeing that? 3, 6. Oh, that's how much meat I have. Meat is the currency in this game. Let's see. Peter Proctor was a duty head until the very end. 1692. Hollow tombstone. Possible treasure. John Putnam. Wonder if there's a mismatch there. Abigail Proctor. Maybe he knows. Oh, I could give Peter the date he died. Maybe he dies in the basement. Alright, let's solve this little problem, shall we? Let's see. Show Peter the rubbing of his grave. Hey, Peter, come here a second. Huh? What do you want? I've got something to show you from the future. Like I'd care about anything you'd have to show me from your dumb, poor future. Oh, I think you'd be interested in this. You hold up the rubbing of his tombstone and waggle it in front of his face. Hello, I'm Peter's grave. Peter grabs the rubbing and stares at it. What? That's right, kid. Duty head, right here on your own gravestone. That's what happens when nobody respects you because you're an arrogant jerk to everybody all the time. But you're young. You've still got time to change. See what I'm saying? Okay, fine. I'll try to be nicer to people. Good boy. Ask Delilah about her key again. So, if I wander, I'm more like... If I go wandering, I'm probably going to find it. That, to me, is what that's saying. So, what I need to take off is the key that's making me get in a bunch of fights. And probably the friendship ring instead. So, map and wander. Wander. Some sort of lost metal detecting... Oh! Doesn't what's his name have a metal detector? Run away. I feel like this person here would have a metal detector. Talk to him. Alright, not there. Metal detector probably wouldn't be at the hardware store. Where else would it be? Junkyard. That's a possible area.
Drain the tree from all the sap it's got. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. Alright. Solar powered. Dig through. Found stuff in the trash somehow. Nothing there. Nothing there. Enter. Just a bunch of fairies in here. Dirty toilet. You would think there'd be more metal scrap. Bong. So there's nothing here. Wait, did I already check this? Head on in. Climb up. Oh, there's a door here. Bigfoot. Nothing there. Nothing here. Very complex. Oh, it just leads me back here. Got it. Hey. Distillery. Hardware store. Yes, you can fish the bath, you can fish sinks. I'm pretty sure there's at least one toilet in this game you can fish. There's a lot of weird things about this game. What do you have on sale? Not a metal detector, that's for sure. Oh, if I go back in time, I can ask him to adjust that blaze. Alright, let's see where else I can have you build the thing. I changed my mind about where to put the outhouse. The pet store. Leave. So now we're going to go to the pet store, see what's there. All of this is connected. I swear it, and I believe it. Pet store. Take the dinner. Got a shadow salad. Greta's Compassionate Pet Store. Grady's Live Bait. A barrel of chum. Barrel of slime. Nice to meet you, Grady. Anything you need help with by any chance? I'm always looking for people to dig up night crawlers for me. I got a shovel. I already had a shovel. A mousetrap is set here. Disarm it. It seemed cruel. Oh, a patch smells like night crawlers. There we go. I've got one so far. And now let's go to the present and see how it compares. Good fronds are hard to find. Okay. Probably something in the mushroom. Oh, I didn't check the mushroom cave, did I? Solve the maze. I've seen some of these before, if you're wondering why sometimes it's just being like, Arrange the stones. Go in here. We may just have to call it a night here soon. Actually, does he have a... Nope. No. Change mind about where to put the outhouse. That cave full of mushrooms. Alright. Nasty trash. Mushrooms. Go to the cave.
That future self turns up again, rocking an old wooden crate. I guess I got a crate of antique bandages for some reason. Go through, and now we can see the cave again. Oh look, it's the monsters we were talking about. Where's Alphonse? Did he not follow us into the cave? Alright. Guess I'll throw a stink bomb. Hit everyone at once. And you know what? Give him one more. All that's left is the stupid spider. You taught those mushrooms a lesson. You're not certain they ever actually have the capacity to remember or forget. Malevolent moving mushroom men. Well, screw you then. Alright. This'll probably kill him. Didn't kill him, but it definitely hurt. Hit everyone. Hit everyone again. That mushroom's going to explode. Mushroom feeder intends to throw a rock at a friendly spider. Oh, Royce, thank you for the daily sacrifice. Good to see you again. Alright. Press Torchetto. And stab you with a fork. Always good to see you, friend. You have once again asserted the superiority of mammals over mushrooms. The third and final group of hostile fungi. Why is my... Oh, 'cause time travel, right. And of course they get to attack first. Why wouldn't they get to attack first? Alright, I need something that hits them hard. Alright, let's... Spooky damage! Well, I got rid of like half of them. And the ones that are left are not doing well. And you, I'm just going to stab with a fork. There we go. You have reduced the number of ambulatory mushrooms in the cave to 0. Based on its usual appearance and aura, you'd say this is the source of the bad mushroom magic. Whoever misplaced the axe apparently did not know that trees do not generally grow in caves. Destroy it. Well, we dealt with the mushroom cave, now back to the present. Oh look, we can go in here now. Ooh, all these fungi are glowy. Always grab stuff from mysterious shadow holes. Is that all we got for clearing out these caves? Alright, guess we're moving to the hardware store again. Valley Hardware. Switch back to the present.
talk to him. I changed my mind about where I want the sandwich museum. So I've just randomly got a outhouse for rent someplace. Weird. Can you try and travel whenever you want? No. No, I got only specific locations that I can do that at. Shake your head and vanish into the woods. Grandpappy's quality spirits. Make some potions. You've already translated this code. It says, be careful not to drop your... Oh. This drum is silent. Bang on it. So I'm going to guess I need to find another location here. Alright, guess we're going to wander. We'll go around. Take the dinner. Guess we'll go to the dam, actually. That might be handy. But no, I can't travel wherever I want. It's just in certain spots. Even if I could detach it to get wrecked in the process. Palm says the Glaxon valve. Oh. Wonder if they got the doors being delivered. Climb up and go. Oh. That's how I go back. Dig. Pipe shoes. I can fish in the cement truck. Well-deserved food coma. Step inside. Nothing in here. Klaxon, Grafton, Nest, Braxton cord, Klaxon valves. Nothing there. All this time travel is really messing with me, but also, there's nothing here. It says meat hidden in pipe. Alright, there's gotta be something near Kalos. Or maybe it's near Beppo's hole. You know, 'cause why not? Dodge out of the way. Is there time travel I can do here? Alright, let's try wandering again. Check meat return slot. Continue on your way. Wandering is often how you find stuff in this game. Oh, hey, that's your past. Might as well. See what happens. To wander. Drain the tree of all the sap it's got. Wander. Check the drawer. I searched about a mirror detecting the same. It gave me a name, but I don't want to ruin it. I'm just trying to figure this out, you know? Drain tree sap for all it's got. What are you selling? Giant mosquito? Yeah, I'll take it. Why not? Buzz. Alright, guess I have all the pets I need now. Alright. Well, a box is full of bees. A bee box, I think it's called. Also, I should probably close out for the evening looking at the time. Alright. Pacifist mode. Alright, main menu. We will exit the game. I will figure this out later, because I have actually been playing way too long, and I have a project I actually need to finish. So, that was Shadows over Loathing for today. I think we made side progress for a lot of it, so I hope you all enjoyed watching that. And this Friday, we're returning to Penumbra Black Plague, which is the aim. I have actually gotten further than I ever have before the first time we played, which was very fun. And then on Tuesday, we're going to be back to Sinister Endeavors, which is where I select a random game in my library to play. I just haven't decided what that is yet. So, I'm also planning on getting that Friends on the Other Side cover done this week and released. Thank you so much, Ezra. I really appreciate that. So tonight, we are going to find somebody to raid. Somebody to raid. Let's see. Looks like... Oh, Tolkson. I think I'll send you his way today. They are playing Silent Hill 2 if you want something that's more legitimately scary. Alright, Tolk. Well, it'd help if I spell it right. Tolk is great. He's a Eldritch Horror VTuber who also does, what's it? He also is part of the, Calamity Crew, which is a group of VTubers that operate as though they run a spaceship. And there we go. That raid is all set up and ready to go. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening, and as always at Corvid Communications, we won't leave you eating crow.